Oh, they're two little children. Obviously the mum's lost her head. Clay marble. That would have been a very beautiful pipe. Oh, tiny arm. It can go with my tiny. I've got two tiny legs, but I've never found a tiny arm. Oh my god, I literally just sat down to Mum to show her my tiny arm, and then I moved this thing and there's a tiny, tiny leg. Okay. Oh. I'm just gonna build a tiny doll from this trip. I just sat down to look at some more little things, and I spotted this, which is a broken doll's leg, and then look what's poking out from under the bowl next to it. Oh, for gosh sake. Oh my gosh.
I told you had to go
oh,
here.
Oh, for gosh sake. Not another headless thing.
But that's very cool. We can stick one of the other heads on that.
Is this a salt spoon? Like a scooper? Does that look like fingers? It's a hand. Okay, that is good for a craft. Is that a doll limb? Yay! It's a leg with a blue boot on.
Oh, is it blue?
Oh no, it's black.
Brown. Brown.
Brown. A leg! Okay, sorry, that's right behind where you were, Mum. You would eventually find that.
I'm doomed again. It's alright, I don't mind.
My leg says something. Oh, it's Roman numerals.
Oh, maybe it's its age.
No, it's IV.
Oh, I don't know.
Clay marble. And I have just spotted a bead. Okay. A bead. Another faceted one like I found before. Is that what I think it is? It's a lead bag seal. It's a lead bag seal. It's a lead bag seal. Okay, let me read what it says. Can't make it out until I go home and clean it, but it's a leg bag seal. Okay, so I just found this tiny button. And is that a rose on it? I can't tell what's on it, but there's something on it. And I think I've just seen, oh yes, a very broken doll limb. Yeah, come on. A big blue bead!
Film it then. Oh, you
A big blue bead! Yay! Okay, a bead!
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Wow, it's definitely worth doing that then, isn't it?
I just picked up this piece of pipe stem because it had some writing on it, and it's the date, 1897. So we can date that pipe exactly to the year.
Oh. Oh.
It's what your head comes from. Look at him.
That's so cute.
He's a little bug. Oh. I found a couple of bows today that would be good for crafting, although I've just realised this is actually shells, not bow. Still good for crafting. It's very muddy, but marble? I think so. This beach is just full of beads like this. I found lots like this here. Clay beads. Okay, so actually I found quite a few beads today. Look at that one. Oh, I love beads so much. Could be good for crafting.
Oh, it's a nice shell.
Isn't it lovely? Does that look like... Oh, I promised myself I wasn't going to be... Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. Oh, yes! Okay, I've just seen this back of the doll's head that has a star on it too. But oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. It's oh, what is it? The Royal Artilio something buffalo. Order of the Buffaloes. What is it, ma'am? Royal Antilonian Order of the Buffalo, and it's whole, not with the stem, but it's a whole bowl. Look!
Wow.
You've walked right into the light.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Mum, I found one, I found one, I found one, I found one.
That is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
That is so cool.
Oh my gosh. I've also found a lead bag seal and a piece of glass with Queen Victoria on it. Right, so and a button.
It's a button. Just a button.
It's in this stuff.
Wait, no, you can just smush. Oh, something on it. Oh, words.
Cool, and a button.
It's where you leave a Mudlark without 4 handles.
The handle there.
Number 1.
Where? I can't see that.
Look. That's her hair, that's her neck. Look, you see? And that's her, you can see her eye and her chin. Her eye is just there. Where my nail is.
Oh, I can see her now, yeah. Oh my goodness.
How cool is that? I could go next to my piece of glass with Victoria's face on. Neither of us have ever found anything with Victoria on, and now suddenly...
Really cool. I actually found something vaguely interesting.
That's very interesting. Looks like it'll be good to rebuild. Very good to rebuild. I found lots of bottles with vulcanite bottle stops in, and I found lots of bottles with wooden ones in, but I've never found one.
Really put something on the end of that. You could put it on like a necklace or something.
Oh,
Hold it for it.
oh, nice.
It's a silly thing, but
Good flower for craft. Mum will like that. metal ring. A metal ring. A metal ring. Okay, so you saw at the end of that film that I picked up something and said, a metal ring. And then immediately put it in my pocket and didn't think anything more of it. And then when we got home and I took all my finds out of my bag, I noticed that it had like a decorative edge. So I turned to Mum and I was like, oh, it's a bracelet. And I was happy. I'd never found a bracelet before, but again, didn't think anything more of it. And then when we were editing this film, I went to put a caption on that clip saying it's actually a bracelet. And then Mum was like, oh, maybe I should clean it. Maybe it's like silver. So she went downstairs, cleaned it, started shouting excitedly up at me because as soon as we put some water on it, it became obvious that it wasn't silver. And if you've seen the thumbnail or read the title of this film, you can guess where we're going with this. But once we started to clean it, we noticed that it was actually very, very golden in colour, which obviously meant we then got very excited and suddenly started Googling how to tell us something's gold, how to tell us something's gold. So it's not magnetic. We used Oscar's magnet fishing magnet, so it's a very strong, powerful magnet. It's not magnetic
in any way.
In any way. We scratched it along some ungrazed ceramic, and the streak mark was very clearly gold and sparkly.
Not black.
Not black, and it wasn't. You didn't have to put much pressure on for it to be very gold and sparkly. And then I took a pin, and on the inside stuck a pin in carefully, and it went in with relative ease. We don't have any nitric acid, and the local jewellers are all shut due to COVID, so we can't have it officially tested yet.
No.
When you look closely at this footage, you can see that we're pretty sure it's hand hammered. All of the grooves on the outside are completely uneven. Not a single one of them is the same shape, width or length.
Which is an awful lot for such a tiny... It's very intricate.
It's very delicate, yeah, very decorated for such a tiny thing. And again, on these close-up pictures, you can see that it has some like black/green substance in the grooves. And we've been talking to some mudlarkers, and one suggested that could be where rose gold had been heat infused over the top of the gold, and then because rose gold has a higher percentage of copper in it, that will have tarnished. And we are aware that real gold doesn't tarnish, but everywhere else, like the rest of this neck bracelet, not on those grooves, is shiny gold. It's shiny, but inside. But if you take a pin to the black and green, carefully again, to the black-green substance in the grooves, you can scratch it off, and it's golden.
Just be dirt.
And it's golden underneath, and it's gold. It's all the way through. It's completely gold. Like inside it is gold. The only bits that aren't gold are the tops of the grooves, but underneath them is gold, and it's a very thin layer. So if anyone has any ideas.
I mean, it's a very difficult thing to clean as well, because it's very small and it's very fine. And the back, when you look at the zoomed in images, you can see like the pits are black. But I don't think that's tarnishing. That's just dirt. It's been on the beach at least 100 years. So it's been at the sea. I mean, that's what makes me think this is gold the most, because this piece of this bracelet has been on the beach for, I would say, at least 100 years, and it's shiny. Yeah. If it was anything else,
nothing else on that beach is shiny. You just have to look at all the other metal we find on this beach.
Look at that.
It's not even. Yeah, none of it is shiny. The coins we find there are always illegible. You cannot ever see them. Lead bag seals, even they get really. And that is.
Can I just... I was just going to say, it's not like the anaerobic mud of the Thames.
No.
It erodes things. It's not the same.
Yes, because sometimes like the pins and the shapes are golden from the Thames, but that's not.
No.
It's not that type of mud. So yeah, I'd say I'm about 95% certain it's gold.
I'm 99%.
And Mum's 99%, but that's because maybe because I found it, and I still slightly can't believe that I found gold and like gold jewellery. And old gold jewellery. It's old. It's definitely old. There is nothing on that beach that is, you know, that beach, as you see, it's a beach completely of Victorian and earlier. But we were a bit scared about putting this film on and saying in the title, "Oh, did we find gold?" Because we're not experts. We don't know about jewellery or precious metals, but I'm convinced that it's gold. I don't think it's like 24 karat gold. It could be a very low carat gold, but it is gold. And that is so unbelievably exciting, but also slightly devastating, because I found it so casually and I didn't get to do a gold dance.
And you didn't even show you picking it up.
I didn't even film picking it up. I just picked it up and then went, oh, and I wasn't even going to film it. And then I was like, I probably should film it if we use it in a craft in the future, which we won't be using it in a craft, obviously now. But I didn't get to do my gold dance, which I've been waiting to do. Well, you know, hoping to do. I didn't think I'd ever find gold.
But I'm intrigued about what age.
Yes, I would like to know how old it is. It's 5.8 centimetres across both ways, with a bit of give and take, because it's a bit not perfectly circular.
You wouldn't be perfectly circular after 100 years on the beach.
I mean, it may never have been perfectly circular. If you look at the hammered marks, some of them are very. So yeah, gold. We think gold. Pretty certain it's gold. And we didn't even get to film our reactions to finding out it was gold. But and another thing before we get to the normal roundup. You may have noticed that some of that footage that we used looked a bit different and was incredibly zoomed in. And that is because the lovely Jack James, who we've talked about before, sent us a USB microscope, which you plug into our laptop, and it has a camera and a light on it, and you can zoom in so unbelievably close.
Crazy.
It's amazing. Derek noticed that we like to find tiny, tiny things. And now we have a microscope, so we can show you even the tiniest bits of details.
Pins.
So we're going back to the Thames, the foreshore, tomorrow for us, and we're hoping we can find some handmade pins, so we can show you how very beautiful the heads of them are. And we've never been able to show you that before. So, and if we don't find any, we'll just film the ones we've already got and show you at the end. But just thank you, Derek. It's amazing and so very exciting. We do need a bit of practice with it, because it's a bit.
We need a stand. We need to make a stand.
We're going to make a stand for it, but yeah, gold and a new microscope for our year anniversary. Our favourite beach gave us a golden present for our year anniversary.
Yeah, because we were going to make a compilation film, but we kind of figured gold was good enough.
You can't beat gold.
No.
So anyway, now we will do the normal roundup. And we found some really good things, but they've been slightly eclipsed by the gold. But I have two favourite things, other than, obviously, my golden bracelet. You can probably tell from my reaction in the film that I was very, very excited to find my first RAOB pipe, which is the Royal Antediluvian Order of the Buffaloes. Did I say it correctly?
You did.
And I'm sure all of you have seen other mudlarkers find these, but I have never found a whole one for myself. I was very excited. It's a decorative pipe with writing on, and probably one of the best pipes I've ever found. Pipe bowls I've ever found. And then my second favourite find is Victoria. It's the footage of me finding this. It was too windy, but I was very excited because neither of us have ever found anything with Victoria on, not even a coin.
I think it's a seal. It's
a bottle seal. I think it's probably a bottle seal, which is so cool. And it's sort of broken. I mean, obviously it would have been round, but it's got her whole profile in it. Oh, well, it did.
It does.
It's got her whole profile in it, and I love it. And it's green. Yeah, I like that a lot. What's your favourite?
I just want to say at this point, if this video was made just after I'd hurt my back. I'd recovered a little bit, but my back was still really bad. So most of the time I was sitting down, sieving through the tiny bits, and yeah, I was a bit in pain, so I didn't really find anything.
Okay.
She found gold and amazing pipe bowls. I didn't find anything. I found a dog's head.
Oscar was picking up things for Mum on the day.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He found it, but I found it. He picked it up for me. But weirdly, I mean, we found this dog too, which is obviously the same head on the same day. But then here, we'd already found a dog on the same beach, and it's the same head, and it's the same dog as this.
But different colours.
Yeah,
Brothers.
2 little pugs.
Oh.
So I shall stick his head back on, and I shall make new legs for them, and I'll have a little pair of pugs.
Cute.
It's not Queen Victoria.
I don't think it is Queen Victoria. It could be, but it could just be a woman.
I think it's a woman. So this is the closest to a head pipe I've ever found. But I quite like the fact that it's got glass infused inside it. So it's like green. A thing in itself. It's very
emerald.
Yeah, it's very tactile. It'd be nice to maybe just drill a tiny hole and turn it into a necklace. And then if it span, it wouldn't matter. It's a nice thing. So yeah, something vaguely interesting I found.
Oscar found his very first doll part, so he is officially a proper kitten caboodler now because he has found one of our favourite things. He has found a doll leg, and then strangely I found one almost identical later on. It's a pair. And then I obviously found my tiny leg and my tiny hand, my tiny arm. So those are the doll's limbs, and next to it is another headless frozen Charlotte. This time she's missing the bottom of her legs too. And her little buttocks.
And her hand, she's pretty much, it's just a torso.
Yes.
Well, and her hips.
We found 6 beads from this one up. Big blue bead, 2 clay ones, a little blue bead, a little white bead, and a red faceted one. And our bead string is growing quite long. It's very long indeed. Buttons, clay marbles, my lead bag seal, which again I think is another coat of arms. I think just here on the right is probably the unicorn and the lion, or it's the other way around, I can't remember.
I can't see it.
And then a crown on the top.
Found quite a few pipes down, sifting through the tiny bits, obviously loads and loads of hooves. There's always a hoof. There's 1, 2, there was more than that. 3.
That's a boot.
Oh, okay, there's only 3 hooves there. I thought there were more. And then the boots. 2 boots. There's always a boot and a hoof. This one had the date on it, which was
1897.
which is a good way of dating the dump. This one's, is that an acorn?
No, that's the man again, but missing his whole face. That's his ear and his hat.
Oh, well, you can see the rest of what the rest of it would look like then. That's a really nice ink bottle I found. It's a shame it's broken. They would have rested their pens along here. I'm going to rebuild it and maybe turning it into a little house.
Yeah, the little cottage.
So look out for that one.
Maybe I had the idea of using an escutcheon door.
So I shall be doing that. Lots of doll china to rebuild. Some nice china. This one's particularly nice with the horse's legs on. Windmill. And this one, I like this one a lot. I've been finding a lot of pig related things recently, and that's really cute that most of it's on there. The nursery rhyme.
This little pig went to market.
An
elephant butt.
2 little children. Their headless mother.
It's me and Oscar. A bosom.
A bosom. An arm. Another arm. 3 ears.
Obviously. A broken doll limb where he's got a sock on. A salt spoon. Some other
assorted things for crafting.
Some nice glass gems, some nice glass bottle stops.
Kate found a glass bottle stop in the bottle still, which is nice. It's got like the cork still around it. A picture hanger for a picture wheel. We have picture wheels in this house, so I shall use that. And then a coin. But again, even under our microscope, there's no way. There's nothing left. It's all gone. But yeah, so it was quite a successful day for Kate.
Yes. Possibly my most successful day ever.
Yeah, probably one of my worst. But my back's a lot better now, so watch out.
I'm sorry there's no sunny again.
Oh yeah,
The it's been raining for days and days, and so he's been stuck in the house, which he doesn't seem to mind because he just sleeps. He curls up and sleeps. But it's sunny today, so as his name suggests, he is outside enjoying the sun. So,
and we should mention a year.
Yes, we've been doing it for a year. A whole year. We've met some wonderful people doing this, like other mudlarkers and people in like the mudlarking community. You know, you guys.
It's been an amazing journey.
It's been an amazing journey and so much more fun and so much more rewarding than we could have possibly expected when we started.
It's crazy.
And it has sort of taken over our very existence. But that's fine. It's a wonderful existence. So yeah, it's already we've already been talking quite a lot.
Yeah,
so
we should probably
we'll
stop
just
now.
say thank you, thanks for
Everything.
coming on this journey with us, and thank you for everything.
Here's to the next year.
Yeah, we said it before, we'll say it again. It wouldn't be possible without all of you. So thank you, and yeah, on to another year. Our 2-year special, we'll find diamonds.
Okay. Or a Roman horde.
Or a Viking horde.
Or Viking horde.
Just a horde. A horde of something would be wonderful. So yeah, we'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Bye.